Web and mobile ads. Target audience is targeted through cookies. Do y'all kind of know what cookies do? No? They track you. So the different types of ads, social media, print, radio, TV, a lot of this is just ridiculously self-explanatory, and y'all can read. We're going to go over pretty much the ones on the left-hand side. The ones, my left hand. The ones on the right over here, they're a little bit more in the large lecture. Social media ads is the fastest evolving area of strategic writing. It makes sense because it's taken off since the early 2000s. You build a relationship with individuals to persuade to follow posts or like a page. Now, I don't know, has anyone ever heard of vanity numbers before? No? So this is a really important concept, especially in stuff like advertising and marketing. Vanity numbers are it's all based on perception. So I'll give you an example. On Instagram, your vanity numbers are your followers. Most of the time, with every company that has their merit, followers do not matter at all. Even though all of us, we chalk up that to be really, really, influential. Oh, we have this many followers. Now, when it comes to actual industry, we care way more about engagement. Way more. So, and a lot of it has to do with weight. So, let's see. Shares have more weight than comments, and comments have more weight than likes, and likes have way more weight than just your amount of followers. Have you ever heard of people buying followers? You see somebody who has 10,000 followers, but their engagement's like 20 likes? Yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense. And you could tell that they bought their followers because it's vanity numbers. They want you to think they have a lot of followers, and they want you to think they have a lot of engagement. But at the end of the day, engagement is the most important. So I looked up briefly this industry, $100+ billion. It's probably more than that. It's probably near, 100 to $180 billion industry. So it makes sense because social media has been taking off. Print ads, this makes sense too. Newspapers, magazines, announcement ads, these are the things that appear in newspapers. Mobile messages, email campaigns, stuff like that. Image ads, I think this may sound familiar to y'all. I'll use an example. Y'all know what Arc'teryx is, the hiking outdoors brand? Yeah, so they'll do a lot of this, image ads. It just shows you an image of their product, and it just reminds you of their brand. And then product ads is pretty similar. Persuade the customer to take action, change attitude or behavior. Remember, the ads must capture attention, produce interest, and create desire to take action. I'll show y'all a graphic in the next slide that's really, really beneficial and interesting. I hope y'all have heard of it before, but if not, this would be something that y'all can take from this class. Use words that sell in your book, and in large lecture, the slides, there's like 20 different words you can use for using words that sell. Here's some examples: proven, benefit, easy, free. This is what catches people's attention. I guarantee you, you'll get compliments from people if you buy this, whatever. It's proven, ... So errors, even the smallest ones, can absolutely demolish credibility. If you're working for an advertising company and you make one tiny typo, you're going to be in really big trouble, because that advertisement, if you dish it out, is going to be seen by thousands, if not millions of people. So the ADA marketing model. I have used this model for I don't know how many product pitches I've done in my life. I've pitched to my bosses before, and I always use this. And it's super simple. It's a funnel. The ADA marketing model is attention, interest, desire, and action. Obviously, the further down you go, the harder it is to get there. So if you just associate this with the normal population and you're in the advertising industry, first you get people's attention, then you stoke interest, then you get desire, and then you get action. Obviously, you want to get to action, and it's very difficult to do. So radio ads, they range from 10 to 60 seconds. I've done them before for some companies. A lot of times you talk with these guys, they can help you out with a script, and then you air it. It's pretty straightforward, and you pay them for the fee. There's 3 forms. The announcer continuity, that's read live. I don't really like that sort of thing. I like preparing. Production script, it's pre-recorded. That's what I would typically go with if you ever decide you want to start advertising over radio. And then one column hybrid. It's a hybrid. Makes sense. It's kind of a mix between the two. And it's typically used for dramatic production, which is to gain some interest. Television, it tells a story. I think we've all seen television advertisements before, so we'll kind of know what they look like and kind of what they hinge off of. Obviously, it uses sight and sound, and this can really help because it goes over all the clutter we hear every single day. Now, the key to TV advertisements is holding attention. You can kind of associate that with like every other advertisement ever, but you have a better chance to do this a lot of times because of that sight and sound and all the color. You can do this through humor, addressing an issue, showing something sensational, right? So that goes back to things like Jeep wants to take you on an adventure. Sensational. The 5 C's, this is just to keep in mind for general when you're going out in the world in your own industries. Correctness just means accuracy. Clarity just means precision, conversational. You can use informal speech. You want people to talk about it. You want people to be able to understand it, but you probably ought not use slang. Conciseness, you simplify it. You don't want people to try and use their brain power to figure out what the heck's going on. You want to tell them. And then color. That actually doesn't mean plastering it with real color. It means coloring it with the most important details. Web and mobile ads. Target audience is targeted through cookies. Do y'all kind of know what cookies do? No? They track you. Technically, I think it's every website ought to ask you whether or not to use cookies. If I were y'all, you decline every single one of them you can because they track you. They see where you've been and they can see where you're going. A lot of times you can go to your settings and in your phone and on your laptop and try and find the cookie section, and it'll tell you just how many cookies they've blocked or how many trackers they've blocked. I would suggest getting a VPN, otherwise they can read exactly where you're going. I know this too because I have a t-shirt shop. If y'all go to my t-shirt shop, I can see exactly where you came from. I can see what you looked at. I can see how long you looked at it for. So you can associate this with Google. What the heck are they watching, you know? What the heck do they have? It's terrifying. You decline every single cookie you have, okay? Please. Persuade to click or tap to a sponsor's website. That's what these ads do. And they do this through format and design, banners, large boxes, coupons, pop-ups. Everything we see on web and mobile ads. All right. 10 minutes. So, reading should